Happy Tuesday.
It's good to see your face.
Um, it's nice to be seen. It's nice to be seen.
I haven't seen you yet this week, which feels very weird by this time on a Tuesday. Um,
Indeed,
yeah, it's good to be here.
out of the ordinary. It's nice to see you. I will come to the space saying I'm having a couple of days. I'm like feeling very tired and depleted. Um, and I've been down on myself a little bit because I'm like, get it together, man, do the things. But I'm just taking it easy today. So happy Tuesday.
That's perfect. Yeah, I'm there. I'm there with you. I'm there with you.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay. I think that it is. That's part of what the practice of having self-compassion looks like, is being like, I got a shitty night's sleep last night. I don't feel 100% today, maybe not even 80% today, but I'm going to do the best I can.
Yep.
Maybe just move a little slower. Uh, yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Needed that.
Mm-hmm.
Needed that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's going on your end?
Um, Brittany, this time for this class next week, well, next week is going to be a little different. I will be on Kauai with Andrew next week. Um, so I have been in like preparation mode. I am like trying to stay chill, while also like being excited and anxious and all the feelings. So yeah.
And it's also acknowledging in the way that these things work. I don't think it's any surprise that on, you know, the week before doing something new and bigger than we've done, we might be feeling some feelings. So
Yeah.
also we'll throw some grace for ourselves there. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Hey, another day.
It's another day. We're here. We are in a body. We are having a human experience. We are here.
Yep. And to the point, it's like this is just the human experience. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is just what life is made of. It's
Mm-hmm.
made of points that you can only truly appreciate in looking at them relationally. So
Mm-hmm.
peaks and valleys, ebbs and flows.
It's the wave. It's the
It is indeed
wave.
the wave. It is indeed the wave. I haven't. I appreciate that because I also needed that in that way, which is a very particular reminder. So it
I
is
um
it
I
is
had to
quite the
do
wave.
a big branding brainstorming exercise over the weekend. I've been working with Ashlee, who sent me just like a list to deep dive into what the wavy cloud is and really like pulling that out visually and with words and the whole thing. And so one of the questions was describe why the name the wavy cloud. And it has had like these various reasons why the name and like the feeling of what that is, but also like just riding the wave. And like this is some of the yeah, it's on the back of your shirt.
Real waves only.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's and I think in the reminder of you know why waves is as imagery, but also sort of as the ultimate lesson, has been so profound. Is just remembering
Mm-hmm.
it's cyclical.
Mm-hmm.
And even as we talked about last week, it's like whatever feelings we're feeling, we felt feelings similar to these before, and then we didn't, and then we'll feel them again, and this is the this is the cycle of just what it is to make our way through the experience. So let's ride the wave.
Just riding a wave. Perfect. All right, so you can put a blanket under your knees if you want to, and then just have your blocks at the front of your mat. Cool. All right, so once you get set up, wrist under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and let's work this position for just a moment. So press down through the front part of your hand. Make sure you're not sinking into your wrists. It's going to feel like some effort. And then make sure the eye of your elbow, that's the inside of your elbow, is pointed towards each other. And then open across your collarbone. Keep your neck really long. This is your inhale. And then as you exhale, lift your pelvic floor. So that's deep lower belly muscles, muscles you use to hold your pee. And tuck your tailbone. That's your exhale. So inhale is heart forward, collarbones open wide. And exhale is pelvic floor lifts, tailbone tucks under. Keep your hands working. Take a few more. All right, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths to bend and straighten one knee and the other. And keep your hands and elbows actively working. So front part of your hand is pressing down. Make sure the eye of your elbow is pointed in. Continue to bend and straighten one leg and the other. Stretching the backs of your legs. Hold at center. Now inhale, tuck your tailbone, lift your pelvic floor, round your spine to come forward into plank. Reach your chest and heart forward. As you exhale, hips reach up first. Come back into down dog. So we are waving our spine forward. Tailbone tucks, head is the last thing to uncurl. And then exhale, hips are up first, head is the last thing back. Let's do one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Use your stomach, drop down to your back knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, let your hips come forward into the stretch. Relax your shoulders. Big inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. Now exhale, tuck your back toes, use your stomach, lift up off of your back knee, sweep your arms back, reach your chest forwards. You're in a long lunge. Keep your weight in your right heel so the work is in your right butt cheek. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, press yourself up, warrior three. Get on top of your right leg, it's gonna burn. Baby cobra with your chest, collarbones spread. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Get long through your side waist. And exhale, come all the way up. Keep your arms reaching up overhead as you bring your left knee in front of your chest. Use your stomach, hold it there. Now cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Your hands down through prayer. Slowly release your hands down to your blocks. And you can reach your tailbone up a little higher. So there's a tiny bend in your right knee, but then your hips are reaching up. Big stretch to your left outer hip. Release the back of your neck. Use your stomach, slowly come all the way back up. Bring your hands back through prayer. Release your left knee back up in front of your chest. Sweep it back through warrior three. I know that right leg is on fire. We're about to stretch it. Now take a big step back. Grab your blocks, bring them underneath your shoulders. You want your feet to be hips distance apart side to side, but your back foot is stepped in more than like a warrior two. Good. Now take a little bend in your front knee, come all the way up to stand. Bring your hands to your hips. Okay, so you're thinking about rolling your inner thighs back. So there's this reach back that happens with your inner thighs. Take a big inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, think about coming up and over something with your hips. Press down through your right big toe. Release your fingertips down to the blocks. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Send your right hip back, left hip forward. Keep pressing down through your right big toe. Lift up through your stomach a little bit more. Bring your left palm flat on your left block. Bring your right thumb to your right hip crease. Use your stomach to pull your ribs around to the right. Press down through your right big toe. Now inhale, reach your right arm up. Rolling your inner thighs towards the back of your mat. Scoop your belly and twist. And release your right hand down to your block. Bend your front knee. Move your blocks forward off of your mat and step straight back to down dog. Take a few breaths when you land. Grab water if you need it. All right, so we'll set up for the other side. Activate your hands. Hive your elbow points in. Open across your collarbone. Inhale, round your spine, come forward to plank. Articulate one little bone at a time. Chest opens up. Reach your head forward last. And then exhale, hips back first, downward facing dog. So there's a lot of stomach work in this. Inhale, round, come forward. Stomach scoops. And then as your shoulders land on top of your wrists, Really open up across your collarbones. Your shoulders are on your back. A lot of stomach work there. Exhale, hips back first. Downward facing dog. One more. Inhale, round. Exhale, hips back first. Now inhale, round. Exhale, pull your left knee in between your hands. Drop your foot down, drop down to your back knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Ground through your front heel and bring your hips forward into the stretch. 3 breaths. Tuck your back toes, use your stomach. You might need to pull your front foot in a little bit if it feels too far. And then get on top of that left leg as you reach your chest forward, coming into a long lunge. Good. So right here, right inner thigh rolls up to the ceiling. Already start thinking about where you have to go with that final pose. Use your stomach, inhale, press up. Warrior 3, get on top of that left leg. Even if it's shaky, breathe into it. Use your stomach. Right inner thigh to the ceiling. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, strong stomach. And exhale, slowly pull your right knee up to your chest. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, bring your hands down through prayer. Slowly release your hands down to your blocks. Ooh, rest that left leg for a second. You can wiggle your toes a little bit. Enjoy the hip stretch. Reach your right hip up. Reach your chest forward. Bring your hands back up through prayer. Use your stomach. Take your time. And reach your right knee up to your chest. Exhale, take a big step back through Warrior 3 first. And then drop your right leg down. Grab your blocks. Bring them to either side of your front foot. Adjust your feet. So feet are hips distance apart, side to side. Back toes are turned in. Little bend in your front knee. Come all the way up to stand. All right, big inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, think about coming up and over a shelf underneath your hips. Cut your left hip crease towards the back of your mat. Release your fingertips down on your blocks. Really work your hips square. Press down through your left big toe. Keep reaching your heart forward. Stay open across your collarbones. Okay, release your right hand down on your block. Bring your left thumb to your left hip crease. Use your thumb to send your left hip back. Pull your ribs around to the left. Keep pressing that block into your mat. And if you're ready, you can reach your left arm up. There's a lot of stomach activation that has to happen here in order to keep your body in alignment. It should feel like work. One more inhale. And exhale, release your left hand back down to your block. Bend your front knee. Move your blocks forward off of your mat. Plant your hands and step it back. Down dog. So let's take a few big breaths here. Hamstrings are open. So work your heels down. It's totally fine if they're not down, but I want you to lift your toes up so your feet are really active. Engage and work your lower belly. Pull your front ribs in. Release the back of your neck. One more breath. And slowly lower all the way down to child's pose. You can rock your hips a little bit side to side as you settle in. You can roll your head side to side just to let go of any tension in your neck. Okay, come on up. All right, so let's do something fun. Let's do some splits. So if you have a pillow that you could grab, something largish, that should work. Yeah. Okay, so make sure you have your blocks handy. Come into a low lunge. So blocks are on the front side of your pillow. Yep. All right. So we did all of this work squaring hips off to get this big hamstring stretch. Start to tuck your back toes, reach through your back heel as you lift your knee off of your mat. And then bump your blocks up so that your chest is lifted. Good. Okay, so really work to pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and start to wiggle. This is actually a lot easier to do with a blanket under your heel. And start to straighten your front leg. Good, yeah. So keep squaring your hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. You can hold this here if this is enough for you, or you can drop that bolster and lower down. Drop your pillow and lower down. Just go easy, go easy. Keep working your hips square. All right, slowly press yourself back in, use your stomach. Good, nice. All right, let's change sides. Bring your your back leg forward. Let's shake it out for a moment. And let's change sides. So big step back with your right foot. Bump your pillow up. Start off down on your back knee. Walk your blocks in, lift your chest. And then when you're ready, tuck your back toes, reach your heel, pull your right hip forward. Slowly wiggle your front leg straight or straight-ish. It doesn't have to be straight. You might need to really ease into this, especially if you have any injuries or the left side might be a little tighter. Stay lifted out of your shoulders. Let's drop our back knee down. You can release your right leg. Keep squaring your hips. You can keep your pillow bumped up or you can lower it down. Just keep working your hips square. Lift your front hip bones up. One more breath. Reach your chest forward, pull your front foot in, tuck your back toes, go easy coming out of that, step forward. Ooh. Take out your legs. All right, let's set up for a chest opener. Ooh, my legs are feeling what we just did. All right, so let's go first block on its medium height. Second block on its tallest height. And we'll lower back onto the block. You want it to hit just underneath your shoulder blades. Reach back, find your top block, bring it underneath your head. And this one can require a little bit of just needing to adjust things in order to get comfortable. If you feel this too much in your lower back, try picking your hips up and sliding your hips forward. You can like tuck your tush under. And then when you get settled in, start to move your arms around. So you get a stretch across the front of your chest, your shoulders. Move around for as long as it feels good. And then when you find a spot that you want to hold and let yourself surrender into, you can do that. You can also go bottoms of your feet together to get a little extra hip stretch. Really deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes, waking your body back up. And extend your legs out in front of you. Reach your arms overhead. As you exhale, roll to your right off of the blocks and come on up to sit. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest and take an inhale. As you exhale, bow your chin to your chest, acknowledging your inner teacher. Namaste.